Good morning, JCT brothers and sisters. How's everybody doing out there? Hope today finds you guys doing well and blessed. Welcome to the Safety Mile with Jac and Kyle.
I'm Kyle.
Of course, I'm Jac. So we're going to go ahead and get started with today. We'll start off with our mission statement. We strengthen our communities by providing safe, reliable, innovative transportation solutions.
That's right. And our vision, North America's most trusted transportation solutions provider.
Hey, it's your turn. I messed it up last week.
That's right.
Okay.
Going for it.
All right. We're going to a little bit to talk about. You're going to talk about some of the violations and stuff with trailers this week.
Yes.
I've got one more I'm going to add on the Safe 6, add in our next step, and then something else we'll talk about as far as safety goes here after that. So how about them birthdays?
Let's get the birthdays going, everybody. So we got birthdays this week. We got Richard Cloud, Dennis Ballas, Elward Alcala, Valencia Lockett, Khadijah Kadri, John Barnes, Ronald Branch, Jerry Thompson, Latasha Davis, Adam Heathman, George Whitaker, Jonathan Keene, and Melvin Como. So happy birthday, guys. It's going to be a great one this year. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Hope it's blessed, guys. All right. Anniversaries. Got some big ones this week.
All right.
David Wackeneck, 9 years. Also 9 years is going to be Randy Boots. And Randy, I believe Javada's still waiting on that bracelet.
Come on, Randy.
There we go. Okay. 2-year anniversaries. That's going to be Jeremy Scott and Larissa Scott, the team there. And also 2 years going to be Philip Scantony with a 2-year. 1 year, how about Miss Kristen Knight? How about that?
Yep. You got Nathan Germany.
Oh, Nathan Germany with the 2-year too. I forgot that one. Skipped over it. Sorry, Nathan.
That's all right.
Okay, so what do you got now as far as violations? We're talking about those trailers.
Yeah, guys. So in the last few days, we had a violation come in for a trailer tire being out of service. There being some belt exposed on that tire. So I kind of wanted to talk about the average lifespan of a tire and kind of what we can do to extend that potentially, and also just how to avoid having these types of violations pop up. So, first and foremost, from what I've read on the interwebs, we got tires. They last about 3 to 6 years, right? With up to 40,000 miles at the most, kind of typically seen on those tires as well. Now, that is something you might be able to manage with those tractors. You can kind of keep track of how often you're getting those tractor tires replaced. However, your trailers, you're picking those up every day. Yeah. You really don't know how many miles that trailer has driven. You don't know what the shape of those tires are unless you do what, Jac?
Got to do that pre-trip inspection.
You got to check that thing out. This comes back to get ready, right?
There we go. On our Safe 6,
that's right.
With get ready.
Getting ready. You have to check these tires out. One, you want to make sure that you're protecting yourself. It's all about protection, Protect yourself. Protect your truck and your trailer. And also, of course, protect other people out on the road. You don't want to be in a situation, you have a blowout, and the worst happens out there. These are things that could potentially happen and do happen, all the time throughout the year. So
that's true.
You want to make sure that you're checking those tires as much as you can. Of course, get yourself that tread depth gauge to make sure that they're the correct type of tread depth on those tires. With that as well, we want to make sure that you're aware that in the event that you have a breakdown of some sort with these tires, we are going to be paying you if you catch it beforehand, right? So if you put in a macro 18 for breakdown, whenever you see one of these tires out of shape, and also put in a macro 26 after the fact that it's all repaired and whatnot, we will in fact be able to pay you $40 an hour for these for the time you've lost, as well as a 200-day max right there. So you can get $200 a day for getting that trailer repaired and kind of doing your due diligence to make sure your truck and trailer are in working condition.
Exactly, and that's for any trailer issues. If you find an air leak,
issues.
You find an air leak, airbag issue, or maybe you're hooking up to an empty trailer and it's the only empty trailer there, but the chute's damaged, and you've got to run by the shop somewhere, breakdown sends you by a shop to get the chute repaired.
Right.
Or maybe there's a problem with the door on the trailer, or maybe the reefer unit's got a problem. These types, it's any type of repair that John Krishner is going to give you $40 an hour up to $200 a day for your time for taking care of that. Of course, John Krishner pays for all the trailer repairs as well.
That's right.
But we just want to, let the drivers know that your time is worth something, and we appreciate you taking care of the equipment. But as a driver, here's the thing.
Yes.
As a driver going down the road, if I'm pulling a trailer that is not DOT compliant, who does that violation go to? Who does that ticket go to?
It goes to you.
It goes to me as the driver, because I shouldn't be pulling it down the road if it's not an operating standards. If it's not DOT compliant, then those points will go on my license.
Right.
And with John Krishner offering to pay you for your time to stop and get it repaired, I mean, why would you not stop and get it repaired?
And as much as like you are weighing the cost of me being out there and driving on maybe an unsafe trailer, not getting caught and making it to my destination, and also, maybe only getting $200 a day. However, let's weigh the cost of that versus potentially somebody's life out there on the road. Maybe your own life. We want to make sure that we're always erring on the side of safety when it comes to these things. Don't be pushing stuff. And also, don't be giving the next driver that pulls that trailer a bad trailer. Make sure you're looking out for each other. If we can get these things repaired, it helps everybody out in the end.
That leads into my next topic, too.
Right on.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cover a little bit more of the Safe 6. I've been covering a few of those each week as we've been moving on. We've covered the get ready, talking about getting prepped, getting ready, making sure I'm physically fit to do my job for today. I'm well rested. I've eaten properly. And I've done my pre-trip. My equipment's in good shape. And right speed. That's always traveling at or below the speed limit. We don't ever want to be speeding, and it's kind of nice to be traveling a little bit under the flow of traffic. Kind of helps me maintain my space, and also helps with my sight. If I'm not right up in the middle of all that traffic, then that's going to allow me better sight, which is the next one, which is right sight. We want to make sure that we're looking as far down the road as we possibly can in front of our vehicle, so we can see road hazards as they approach or before they become a problem.
That's right.
And then we talked about right space, having the right following distance, always having a minimum of a 7-second following distance. That way we can react if there is an issue or a problem. And then that leads us to this week's Safe 6. What we're talking about is the right response. So by utilizing all of those that I spoke of before, that's going to leave us with the space and the tools we need to make the right response in any type of emergency situation. So it all piecing together. Next week we'll talk about reducing risk. I'll cover a little bit of that. But what I want to talk about this week, a lot of times, and I've been doing this for a long time, when we talk about safety, right? We've always talked safety is our number one priority. Safety is priority one. Safety first. And we always put it under the umbrella of priority, which is a good thing. That is a positive, good thing. But the more I think about it, safety goes a little deeper than that, doesn't it? So, talk about priorities. What are some of the priorities within your life?
Priorities, of course, work is a priority. Brushing my teeth is a priority. Putting on deodorant, you're going to thank me for that.
You're welcome.
I would say making sure that I put gas in my car is a priority. Making sure that I feed my cat is a priority.
That is a priority. Also, paying bills, and,
absolutely.
Things change in our life. As our life changes, our priorities change, right?
Yeah, sure, yeah. Sometimes, it's not necessarily I've already got my cat fed, so that's not the number one priority.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe next it's laundry.
Yeah, there you go. So priorities, not taking anything away from them, but as life changes and evolves, priorities do kind of change and take different avenues. Things become more important than other things, or things become less important as we go through life. And we always say safety is a priority. Well, but safety, we really shouldn't change when it comes to safety.
Right. If that is our number one priority, that shouldn't change.
Shouldn't change. But let's talk about values.
Okay.
Values to me are your own internal core values that you have that are unwavering. They don't change. It's what you stand for. No matter what happens, no matter who has what opinion about whatever, it's not changing my core values. Once again, they're unwavering. What's some core values?
Family is a value. I mean, I guess family relationships is a value.
Family.
Integrity, trustworthiness.
Integrity is a good one.
Safety is a value.
There we go. That's where we're getting to. So we need to think of safety more along the line of as a value, unwavering.
Right.
This is how we hold safety as one of our strong suits, such as integrity or anything else, is holding safety as a value.
Yes.
So not only by doing so, that's going to help protect ourselves and protect the others around us.
Yeah, values inform the way you do anything.
Exactly.
Right? They're the things that who you are, essentially.
Defines who you are as a person. That is correct with values. So if we work to make safeties, not just a priority. Priority is a good thing to make safety a priority.
Right.
But if we make it in with our inner fiber of who we are and what we do, we will be more understanding and more capable of protecting ourselves and the others out there on the roadway. There's a lot of cars out there on the roadway, a lot of families moving up and down the road.
Right.
And, keep in mind, people in cars, they don't always see things the same way we see them. Mm-hmm. One, we set, about 6 feet higher than what they do. We have a better vantage point. We see the flow of traffic better and things of that nature. People in cars don't always see those things. And they do things that upset us as drivers out there on the road. And I promise you, drivers, the person in the car, the majority of the time, they're not doing it on purpose. They don't even know or understand. They don't realize the amount of space that we need to operate our equipment. They don't realize that space in front of our truck is our safety zone. They just see an opening and take advantage of it. It's not that they're doing that intentionally to us. They just don't understand it. They don't understand the space and time required to stop our vehicles.
Right.
So let's not get upset about it. We'll stay on top of our safe 6, utilize those steps so we keep ourselves safe out there on the road. And remember, let's always keep safety as a core value, not just a priority. Priority, that's good, but let's keep it as a value as well.
Yes, never compromise in the face of safety, guys. Always choose safety over everything else there. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it as always. We'll see you next week as always as well.
You betcha.
We love you.
Take care. Be safe, guys. If you need us, call us.